Welcome back, everybody, on a Monday night. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage. Dirt Slingers Racing League, Monday Night Thunder, Jess&Jims Steakhouse, 360 wing sprint cars tonight. One of the meccas of dirt car racing in the United States. Rossburg, Ohio, Eldora Speedway. The boys are out here getting the track ironed in open hot laps. 18 360 wing sprint cars in here this evening. We were hoping for a few more, but we'll take what we can get, and we will not throw a fit. All the old familiar faces down through it right now. The top 8 are covered by 1/10 of a second. The top 7 by 4/100ths of a second in the practice session. About as close as you're going to get that far back in the field when you bring it to the dirt track. Couple drivers that haven't made it out for hot laps yet, Matt Westfall and Bowen Smith. They got plenty of time. 3 minutes and change. Quickly let you know about this week. This week, a full week from here on out. We missed the first show last night due to a logistical issue. Could not be back in the studio in time to cover the Mars guys. We did make it for Aces Up. This is show number 2 tonight. Tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, Epic Racing Association back in action. Pavement late model stock car coming back to life on Tuesday nights. Then Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern, Midwest Truck Series, as they'll go at it for the last time before the new year. Thursday night, season finale 2024D, 2024 in general. Ironman and 2024D champions will be crowned for the Netcode Esports Red Driver Mighty Midget Series. And then Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern, round 2. American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars. So a full week. It's usually 9 shows. Because we had a snafu, it'll be 8 this time, but we'll get that all worked out. Next week, we should have 9. All right, we are about ready to get at it. Qualifying, the next order of business. Here we go. I'm looking for cameras, and I can't find a stinking thing in here, so. All right. We're going to get ready for the first of our 2 heat races tonight. Random draw. I forgot we do random draw on these. We're used to everybody else qualifying. But a random draw. This is how we're going to line them up. This is not our camera pack. It is going to be the 54 Matt Westfall, the Flying Buckeye, on the pole. And he'll have the Kiwi Conqueror in the 7, Craig Silby on his outside. Roman Gephardt, 21 car, row 2 to the inside with Tiny Dancer, Scott King in the 118 on his outside. Scott Thomason will start in the 3rd row on the inside next to his teammate Bowen Smith in the 12 car. And your 4th row, the newcomer, the 9 car, Lance Webb. And the 131, oh my goodness, the 31 back in action there. Oh, Tim Nichols, the hillbilly, making his return to Dirt Slingers. 8th starting position for Heat 1. And the 1J, Jacob Schmutz, will start on the back of the field for Heat number 1. We'll go take a look at everything. The only car didn't make it out. It looks like it's Matt Westfall, and I don't know where the 54 car went. But there's the 21G. He'll move to the pole, and he'll have Craig Silby in the 7 on his outside. Thomason and King, Webb and Smith, Nichols alongside Schmutz. I do not know what happened to driver 54 as the pace truck gets out of the way, and we're ready to go green flag racing. Out of 2, Gebhardt out in front. Roman Gebhardt. Troubles in the big block race a little while ago. Not so bad this time as he's in the heat race, and he goes right to the front. Craig Silby giving chase. Scott Thomason behind that. Got King in 4th. They're side by side behind him, and now that's starting to work out. Lance Webb in that 9 car up top. He's still got company on the inside because Bowen Smith is not giving up on any of this. And he cuts it low, trying to keep it right in there. 3 wide out of 2 for just a split second. This is the battle, 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. They are staying 3 wide. Tiny Dancer tiptoeing through the tulips. Contact between he and Smith. They keep them righted. Bowen Smith takes it.
Caution is out.
To the infield. We're going to get the caution. He wasn't quite clear of the track when the leader came out of turn 2 up that back stretch. Got just within range, and he hadn't quite got it pulled up off the track yet. So they'll slow things down momentarily. Just exiting the corner, and it looked like, 3 wide, and Scotty King trying to stay right in the middle. And he and Bowen come together, maybe a little move up, a little move down. I'm sure the two of them will talk it out, and they'll get things smoothed over. We'll be ready to go racing again when we get ready for feature time. Gebhardt, Silby, Thomason, Webb, King, Schmutz, Nichols, all still on the track, ready to go. We're halfway. We'll have 4 to go this time. Hopefully the drink lady comes by because the broadcaster's getting thirsty. Hello, Deb. Thank you for saying hi in the chat. All right, we should be going green this time. The lights look like they're off on our pace vehicle. He'll dive to the inside. Gephardt gets us started once again. Silby trying to stay in it in second. Here comes Scotty Thomason. He got a good run off the top. Lance Webb, I thought, was going to make a run right there, and he got shut down. Now hits the fence. Right front broke on the 9 car. He's going to have a hard time steering that thing, especially if he gets it up to speed, because suspension facing opposite ways. We're coming around to 2 to go. Gephardt, Silby, Thomason, and now King and Schmutz are going at it. King right through the middle, kind of keeping it close to the bottom on entry, middle on the exit, and he was holding off Schmutz right there, but I don't know if he can for the last lap right here. Gephardt's going to win it easily. Silby will be second. Thomason looks to be third. Who's it going to be right here? 4th and 5th. King comes up the hill. Schmutz nips him right at the end. He finishes 4th. King 5th. Nichols, then Webb, Smith, and Westfall. So it got close, but it didn't get quite close enough. Let's get ready for our lineup for the final heat race. It's going to be the 90 of Trevor Royer. Wow, what luck for this guy. We've seen him draw terrible all season long. Tonight he's going to draw the pole for heat 2, and he's going to have Chad Griggs on his outside in the 27. 79 of Dean Reynolds, row 2 to the inside, and that looks like a Hod throwback right there. That's fun. I love to see throwback cars. With Miles Jensen in the 35 on the outside of that second row. Garrett Boyd, the 21 car, row 3 to the inside with Doc Watson, the 66 on his outside. And then Jonathan White in the 23 inside row 4 next to the 32 of Tom Ossendorf. And the 73 of Larry Moody is going to roll off in that 9th and final position. There's your Jess&Jims Steakhouse, Rock and K Logistics, number 73. And the Tim Sims Black Timber Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV, number 90 of Trevor Royer on the pole, ready to get at it. Green flag coming out. Royer got a good start. Royer has a win already this season, and so does Chad Griggs. Griggs won at Lincoln a few weeks ago. He grabs the second spot. Miles Jensen won last week. Oh, clips the fence. That's going to hurt the 35. He's going to go to the back. 79 tried to avoid him, got turned around. Both of them broken cars, and they're going to have to start deep in tonight's AMA, but we're going to the front because the battle's heating up quickly.
All right, man,
Caution this time around. And we'll go watch Dean Reynolds. And I think he tries to avoid what is happening right here. Yeah, Doc Watson tried to avoid it and got into Reynolds. Nothing Reynolds could do. He's just running down the straightaway and all of a sudden gets the right front knocked completely off of that car. And now he is sitting right there when they came out of turn 2. Once again, just wasn't able to get it removed from the track in time. So we'll slow things down just a tiny bit. We'll regroup. We'll get them single filed up. And we'll get them restarted here. Royer and Griggs. Watson. Ossendorf, White, Boyd, Moody, Jansen. And maybe Mr. Watson going to take the EOL on that. We love when the guys claim them. We hate to have to go afterwards. So we'll get them single filed up. We're going to turn off the lights on the pace truck. Restart. With 7 laps remaining. Dust starting to come up already. This track drying out. Going to get super dusty. Going to be a lot of fun. The green flag back in the air. Trevor Royer got a great start. Right against the outside fence through 1 and 2. He will go down to the middle and slide that thing out right to the fence in turn 4. And he is back in the lead comfortably, half a second over Griggs. Ostendorf now 3rd, White 4th, Boyd is 5th, Moody, Watson 7th, and Jansen trying to make some moves and get closer to the front. I think he might be a lap down. Oh, yeah, Miles Jensen's a lap down back on the track. Going to try to do anything he can. If they catch another caution, he should get a wave around. Just wants to get a better starting spot in tonight's feature, I am sure. And caution as Garrett Boyd is going to have an issue. Let's see what happens to the 21 car. Ooh, car from Jonathan White got into the fence. And then Larry Moody catches him. Oh, boy. That's a heck of a ride down the back stretch. G-Body. Probably going to need a new pair of undershorts and maybe a massage. Kelsey, if you're listening, you're going to have to rub him down. He just went for an ugly one. So we'll slow it down. Hopefully we will do our waves. Is Dean Reynolds back on track too? Yeah. Hopefully we can get those guys away. There goes Jansen. We should get Reynolds a wave too, I would think, but we'll see. Hopefully they have the time for that. There he goes. He's going to get a wave around, get back on the lead lap as well. We like to keep these guys on the lead lap around here. Everybody's competitive, and we want to keep it that way. Royer, Griggs, Ostendorf, Moody, Watson, White, Jansen, and Reynolds. Jonathan White's car bent up. That wing probably not going to do him a lot of good. It's going to do him some, but it may not do him a lot of good. So the lights are off on our pace vehicle. Now everybody should be where they're supposed to be, and we will get ready to restart with 4 laps remaining in heat number 2. Pace truck headed in. Trevor Royer headed down the front stretch. Green flag back in the air. Royer with a good start. Going to pull out about 4/10 again on Griggs. Now Griggs under fire. Ostendorf went to the bottom. Just not enough momentum on that first lap. Ostendorf's going to fall back to 3rd. Here comes Larry Moody. Moody's going to make a move to the inside into 3 and 4. Short slider comes up the hill, grabs the spot, move him to P3. Moody hangs on, car wrecking behind Miles Jansen. And Jansen, I don't know what happened to him, but we'll go take a look, as this is getting a little weird right now in this heat race. Up to the top, around and out of the corner. Oh, and he and Doc Watson come together. There's no way Watson could know he was coming. Not a chance. That was a big run, and Watson was just running up across the track to go to the angle to get the entry. So second heat race getting a little rough here at Eldora. They'll smooth it out before we go to the feature, you can bet. So we'll get them restarted. I think we're just going to have a green-white checker this time on this. Yeah, it'll be a 2-lap shootout. Everybody's going to the feature. They're just racing for their final starting position in that 35-lap A main. Got a little wild and woolly here at the middle towards the end of heat number 2. Track still looks very racy. So we'll see if Griggs can get a better restart on this, what should be final restart here. Or if Royer can snooker them all again and get a big gap. Griggs tried to time it up. Royer doing Trevor Royer things. He knew exactly what to do right there. He is going to open it up the half second, come around and catch the white flag. Griggs still second. Moody is third. Ostendorf still in the 4th spot. Reynolds up to 5th. Watson and White 6 and 7, but Trevor Royer out of turn number 4, and he'll win heat number 2. He'll have a front row starting spot for tonight's A main. Griggs, Moody, Ostendorf, Reynolds, Watson, White, Jansen, Boyd. Winding things out. They'll give these guys the warm-up session. Get out, make some final adjustments. I doubt they give them all 10 minutes. They do want to let them have an opportunity to put some laps on the track and maybe open this thing up so we got a couple of big lines of racing. Get a good look from above. Scott King, you got a copy.
Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Not too bad. Looked like things got a little weird in heat number 2. But overall, Eldora. And we kind of know what Eldora holds. It's going to probably be top dominant. What's the 118 car going to do in the feature to try to get himself to the front?
Well, what I'm not going to do is have these guys put me 3 wide and put me in the middle again, because we don't have enough talent to do that. So I kind of got a little incident there in my heat race, but yeah, I know it's going to be up top, and hopefully it'll slick off here. It's tricky up there, so you're going to see the guys that love running up there or can run up there, and then you got the guys like me that are a little unsure, and we'll see what we can do. But it'd be nice to finish one of these. We're a little bit of a rocky season for me.
Yeah, to this point, it has been. Lots of pieces and parts have come on and off that car. So we're going to wish you good luck. Get out there, rip the lip, and have a good time, buddy.
Yep, thanks, Roger. Yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoying the show and, yeah, putting a lot of effort into it this year. So hopefully everyone's kind of noticing and seeing it. And, yeah, we got a good group of guys in here. I think there's, 15, 16, whatever it is. And, yeah, we're going to put on a good show. And 18, perfect. All right, thanks for the call, Roger.
Yep. That is Scotty King, Tiny Dancer, driver of the 118 car. We'll see. I thought he might want to roll out. Maybe he's not going to go. A lot of guys making laps here. And they really want to get this thing burnt down. They want to get it out where it's a little slick in spots. So you got to kind of pick and choose your way around and be real methodical and real careful. Nobody just wants a hammer down track. Nobody. You can see once again, I mean, we're, real close. 1/10 of a second through the top 5, top 6. So yeah, they want to see that kind of racing right there in this feature tonight. It's good to see Westfall is back on track. I don't know what happened, caused him to miss his heat race, but we're going to see a lot of sliders. We're going to see some side-by-side. We might even see some 3 wides. We might see somebody figure out that maybe the bottom comes in, and you can really get down there like Trevor Royer did right there and make the bottom work. May not be a huge advantage, but if it is any kind of advantage at all, it's easy to make a pass down there. A lot of people won't go run down there. A bunch of winners in this race. Griggs, Royer, Jansen. I don't see Ernie Williams. I do not see Mason Hennig. I don't know where those guys are at tonight, but at least 3 former winners in the series this season already. This is only race number 8. They got 2 more after this. We've had 6 winners. 5 winners in those first 7 races. We only got 1 repeat guy. Mason Hannigan won 3 of our first 7. So it looks like we're getting ready to advance the session. We've got 35 laps for our MA tonight for the Jess&Jims Steakhouse 360 Wing Sprint Cars, the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder. 30 laps. Only 30 for the feature. Well, okay, we can live with that. Well, let's get ready for our starting lineup. This is what it looks like. Roman Gephardt, the 21, and Trevor Royer in the 90 on the front row. And you'll see the Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silby, in the 7. Inside row number 2 next to the 27 of Chad Griggs. The 6 of Scott Thomason, row 3 inside with Larry Moody. In that same row in the 73 car on the outside. The 1 car, Jacob Schmutz. 4th row inside with the 32 of Tom Ostendorf on his outside. Your 5th row will be Tiny Dancer, Scott King in the 118 inside, Dean Reynolds in the 79. Sitting to his right. Row 6, Tim Nichols, the 31 car. He has the inside starting position with Doc Watson in that 66 on his outside. Then the inside of row number 7, the 9, Lance Webb, the rookie in the series. Next to Jonathan White in the 23. Your 8th row, inside, Bowen Smith, the 12, outside the 35 of Miles Jensen. And your final row for tonight's AMA in the 54. The Flying Buckeye, Matt Westfall, inside, and Garrett Boyd, G-Body in the 21. On the out. That's your 18 starters. Doubled up, lights are off on our pace car. We are ready to go green this time. Eldora Speedway. Who will come out with the win? Can Trevor Royer pick up his 2nd of the season? Can Gephardt win? Moody, Silby finally going to break through at DSRL. Green flag in the air. Gephardt got a fantastic start.
All right, man.
Caution right away. I do not know Larry Moody. Yeah, Larry Moody. Let's see what happened to Larry Moody and Tom Ostendorf. Oh, that happened right at the very start. I don't know. Moody went left. Thomason went right. Ostendorf gets a piece. He's got the left front knocked off the car. So, a pretty ugly start to this one. That is not indicative of this group. But Thomason went a little right. Moody went a little left. They touched, and they touched at a terrible position. The right rear to the left front of the 2 cars, and that is going to send somebody sailing, and it did. Moody, and then Ostendorf caught a piece. Let's see, is Ostendorf's car... They might be able to fix that. It looks like Moody's going to be able to roll out. I don't know how heavily his car is damaged. He may have a little toe out problem on the left front. It might be actually towed in just a little bit. But we'll single file them up. The lights go off on the pace truck. That means we're ready to go back to green. We only completed a 1 lap, so I'm pretty sure that the lap counter will reset here. That was right at the start, and they count that lap because we got across the start-finish line to get things going. Gephardt will get us started again. Maybe, well, I don't know what's going on this early. It looks like this lap count is right. Royer with a slider, going for the lead out of 4. He's got it. Now we're down to 25. Now our lap counter catches up like it's supposed to. 3 complete. Here comes lap number 4. Ostendorf got back on the track. He's right in front of the leaders. He is going to need to hustle and hope for a caution if he is going to stay out front. This is getting exciting right here because Royer brushed the fence and Gephardt's going to go right for the slider. Boy, he almost got it there. Royer able to put the power down and keep the 90 car out front. Here comes Silby. He's going to work on Gephardt. Top 3 have broken away from Scott Thomason and Lance Webb. Bowen Smith making a run on the bottom and caution. Let's go see what happened to Mr. Westfall. Oh, boy. Yeah, he is going to get in this. Reynolds is behind. Oh, he came down, got into Jonathan White a little bit, then across the track, took all the wings off the car. Lots of problems for the 54. They are waiting for the pace truck to catch up to the field right now. Royer, Gephardt, Silby, Thomason, Webb, Smith, Nichols, Watson, Boyd, White, Griggs, Moody, King, Reynolds, Jensen, Schmutz, Ostendorf. 17 cars on track. Everybody's still in the lead lap. Matt Westfall, first car out. And Tom Ostendorf caught a heck of a break there because the leaders were just about 3/4 of a straightaway behind him. And he's going to be able to come around and catch up to the back of the field, stay on the lead lap. 25 laps to go, and we take the green. Should be this time out of turn number 4. Trevor Royer up front.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Royer with a good start. Silby went after Gephardt right away, and I don't think it's going to work out. Gephardt had the high side. And that is going to kind of be the way to go, at least for the time being. I bet you in the next 10 elapses, we are going to have another caution flag. Chad Griggs. Up behind Boyd, and White got into Nichols, and then Griggs and White tangle once again. So we'll get them re-racked, get them ready to go. Caution number 3. Look at Craig Silby's kind of ghosty green. I kind of like that. That's a good looking. The tail tank is kind of that metallic. That looks pretty good. Yes, I'm a little partial because he's adorning it with DSRL, DRN, DSSN logos, but still a good-looking car. There's our old buddy Tim Nichols. The old generic iRacing number 131. and his teammate up front. Pace truck is out of the way. We're getting the restart. 24 laps to go.
All right, man, caution is out.
And caution. I have no idea what just happened. No idea why we're on another caution, but you folks give us just a second. All right. Ring about. I don't know Trevor Royer. Right there he is. So a little yellow fever early here at Eldora, and this track is tough, but I think these guys can handle it. They just need to kick back and let the race come to them. Everybody's trying to go too hard on the starts. Griggs, White, and Westfall, the first three cars to be out. And it's unfortunate that anybody has to be out 6 or 7 laps into one of these. And Griggs already gone. Pace truck back in. Royer back on the throttle. Boy, I'll tell you what, Gephardt about timed him up perfect right there. He's going to stay real close this time. Silby as well. Thomason is fourth right now. Here comes Bowen Smith and Lance Webb, 5 and 6. Side by side with Boyd and Watson behind that, 7th and 8th. Moody is 9th, and Dean Reynolds is now back up to the 10th spot. Scott King said he didn't really want to run the top, but he wasn't afraid to. He's running in 10th and 11th as Miles Jansen is working the inside, trying to go by him, and he's going to get the job done. So Jansen to 11th, King to 12th, Schmutz and Ostendorf 12th, 13th, and 14th, There's Trevor Royer. Starting to get away from Roman Gephardt now. Under 20 to go. The battle will be for third because Silby now has Bowen Smith right alongside as Silby clipped the fence, and we're going to get caution again.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Drone cam will be on this one. I think Silby gets the fence, and then when he bounces off the fence, I'm not sure who was right behind him. Oh, Scott Thomason. Thomason may get away from this with little to no damage, but I think Craig Silby got a bunch of damage. And Silby is rolling away. Let's see if we can fly in here with the drone and look at the tires. It's got a little toe to the right on the front, but you kind of want that on a sprint car. Everything else looks pretty good. He's checking it out for sure. And it must be broken because he's taking it in. So we'll reshuffle the field a little bit, not a lot. Royer and Gephardt 1-2. Bowen Smith is now third. Thomason is fourth, and I don't think Thomason really got much in the way of damage out of that. It just got him sideways, and he had to slow down. Webb fifth. Boyd, Moody, Reynolds, Jansen is falling back here. He's back to 9th. I thought he was up to about 6th for a second. King, Schmutz, Ostendorf, Watson, and I think Craig Silby rolled that car right back onto the speedway, and he's going to join the back of the field. They gave him the thumbs up down at the work area, and he's ready to go. Looks like the lights are off on our pace truck. He's going to get out of the way. We're going to restart with 18 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Royer back on the throttle. Back out in front. The battle will be for 5th. Webb looked to the inside on Thomason. Thomason was able to cover that and hang on. Boyd right behind them is 6th. There's a gap back to 7th and 8th. Jansen's going after Moody. Jansen's on the bottom. Moody's up at the top. And Jansen going to have the spot. We're going to have another crash. West and whoa.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
So Lance Webb is going to be in this one. Ooh, Scott Thomason clipped the fence out of 2, come down and collected Webb, and Webb was just trying to hang on to the car. Moody got a piece of him. King gets a piece of him. So Eldora proving to be the toughest track these guys have been to all year long. So Royer, Smith, Gephardt, Boyd, Jansen, Reynolds, Ostendorf, King, Schmutz, Silby, Watson, and Thomason. Thomason, I thought he lost all kinds of parts on his car. You might have done yourself a favor there, Jim. We are halfway, and this is twice our average caution count. Lights off in the pay truck, ready to go back to green. It is exactly halfway. They'll catch the green flag and the halfway signal at the same moment. Bowen Smith off the track. Green flag back in the air. Gephardt back to 2nd. Boyd is 3rd. Jansen is 4th. And Reynolds is 5th. I don't know what happened to Bowen Smith. He must have been part of something that I did not see. Royer. Gephardt. Boyd. Miles Jensen making a move on Garrett Boyd. Down to the backstretch they go, and Boyd able to drive away just a little bit again. Bumps the fence, and that'll open the door. Jansen will not waste a lot of time. If he sees an opening, he's going to go after it. Didn't get it quite there, and he's going to show him the right front tire. See if he can force a mistake out of Boyd. Boy, I'll tell you what, that line of 3/4 of the way up the track in 3 and 4 was perfect. And now Jansen moves up in front of Boyd, closes the door, and he grabs 3rd. Dean Reynolds now. I think he saw what Jansen did, and he is going to get on that same line, see if he can get around the 21 car. Royer, 9 to go. Gephardt behind, and behind by quite a bit, 1.5 seconds. It's another second back to Jansen. Boyd, Reynolds, Silby 6th, King 7th, Ostendorf, Thomason, Webb, Schmutz, Watson, and Watson right behind Schmutz. That's a battle for 11th and 12th. Trevor Royer having his way. Out in front, kind of on a Sunday drive now. He just needs to keep it out of the fence for 7 more circuits. And as soon as I say it, the right rear brushes the outside wall. Wave lap 5 to go. It is 2.1 seconds. Gebhardt still second. Jansen still third. Jansen closing in. Gebhardt had a problem right there out of turn number 2, and that closes the gap by about 8 car lengths. Through the middle, Jansen has found something dead center of the track down in 3 and 4. He's got to go to the high side in 1 and 2. Still in the middle in 3 and 4. Didn't make up any ground that time. He did the time before. Trevor Royer already into turns 3 and 4. Signal for 2 to go coming out this time. And Royer 3.6 seconds in front of the field. Going to get into lap traffic in the last lap right here. Thomason is right in front of him. So is Watson and Schmutz. But the white flag is in the air. It's all Royer. He'll be 4 seconds. Well, maybe not now. Yeah, he is. He is 4 seconds ahead of these guys. And he's going to come around and win for the second time this season. Trevor Royer keeps the wheels on it and picks up win number 2. Jansen second. Gebhardt third. Boyd fourth. And Reynolds with a nice recovery comes home 5th. Get the boys around on the front stretch. We'll talk to our top 3. Well, I thought Miles was in the chat. Maybe not. We'll wait for him to join us. While we do, our results look like this. Roy Jansen, Gebhardt, Boyd, Reynolds, then Silby 6th, King, Ostendorf, Webb, Schmutz, Watson, Thomason, Smith, Moody, Nichols, White, Westfall, and Griggs in the feature. So now let's, there's Roman. Roman Gebhardt, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. It looked pretty treacherous out there. A lot of cautions tonight in this feature. How tough was the racetrack?
Yeah, it was pretty tough, you know. Super rough on the top. It was so hard to like hold your line. Man, Trevor was just so good up there. I tried my best to kind of stay with him, but I couldn't really keep it together. I tried the bottom the one lap after Bowden had passed me, and it just didn't really work out as good as it did for him. So I went back to the top and just, you know, kept messing up. Finally, Trevor pulled away, and then I tried too hard to catch him, ended up smacking the wall, and then Miles got by me on the last lap. But it was pretty fun.
Well, it looked like things were pretty hectic out there, and the razor-thin cushion at the top kind of indicative of what Eldora is about. But an awesome run tonight, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here.
I got to thank Tom, Matt Westfall, and Tim Nichols. You know, we all run together. It's super fun running with them, and Richie Gaines. So yeah, we all like to work together and make setups and stuff. So I gotta give a thanks to them.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yep, thank you.
That is Roman Gebhardt finishing in third. Now let's get Miles Jensen. A won last week, and this week he's going to come home second. He makes a last lap pass to take second. Miles, it was pretty rough out there.
Yeah, that's to say the least. A lot of the guys just didn't know how to drive for the first half, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like the track was pretty slicked off. The cushion was super thin, and there wasn't a lot on the bottom, so racing room was at a premium, and everybody was just trying to get what they could.
Yeah, I don't know if you picked it up much on broadcast, but up until I was in the top 4, I don't think I touched the top once. The middle line in 3 and 4 was really good, and I was just kind of pretty much anywhere but the top in 1 and 2 there trying to find something.
Well, an awesome run, man. You made a good run up through the field. You picked up 14 spots. You're definitely a hard charger for the evening. Give me some shots, some thank yous. We'll let you head out.
Just gotta thank Logitech, One Goons, Rise Coffee, and all the guys at 25 Enterprise.
All right, man. Congrats on a great night. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you.
Miles Jensen finishing in second, and now the two-time winner on the season. He is a multi-time champion at DSRL, and he is starting to come on strong here in the last half of the season. He dominated the field here at Eldora tonight. Trevor Royer, you made it look easy, but that track didn't look like it was easy at all.
No, the top was pretty treacherous. There was I don't know how long it's been, but there's like a bump in 3 and 4 that gets pretty gnarly if you hit it wrong. And I was just at the end there, I was just pushing a little too hard, just trying to see how much I could get around the track without lifting, and got on the wall a couple times. But yeah, I got talked into taking an EOL last week by Scott, and it bit me. So I said to myself, if I draw the 1 again in the heat, I'm just gonna stink up the show, and I don't care. So,
You can't listen to that guy.
Yeah, I know. That was my first mistake, listening to Scott. And then he's the one who wrecked me in the heat race. So I thought
I was wondering how that happened last week. I was like, Trevor gets terrible luck with the draw to begin with, and then he takes an EOL. What is he thinking? And then you got crashed, and I was like, you know what? That's what he gets for going EOL right there. I did not know that you let Tiny Dancer coerce you into doing that, but man, well, you get the Pointy Hat Award for last week for sure.
Yeah, that was my own fault last week. But yeah, tonight drew the 1 again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and what's going on there?
Track was pretty heavy early on. I was kind of worried if Roman got out front, it was going to be hard to pass because it was pretty hammered down. But I was able to get out front early and just click off laps and stay out of harm's way.
Well, an awesome job, man. That's your second win on the season. Congrats on that. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous before we let you head out.
Yeah, my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, One Night Designs, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Good to see Tim show up and run some races here. You, Roger, DSRL, DSSN, all the sponsors involved in this, putting this series on, and looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, man, hang around for a minute in the waiting room for me. I want to talk to you when we get done here, okay?
All right.
All right, that's your winner tonight at Eldora, Trevor Royer. That's his second win on the season. And he is starting to make a run in the points. We'll have new points for you next Monday night when we come back. With only 2 races to go, we'll find out how it's going to shake out the last couple of weeks for the points title. That's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this without all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing like you just saw here again tonight. Both shows. Nothing for us to cover. Everybody gets a high five, a big pat on the back. Till we see y'all the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Rough side's got to always face down, and you got to keep it dirty at all times. Have a wonderful week. Join us every night this week for a race.